And I've basically been holding this secret my whole career.
After filming the first 2 episodes, execs of the show called me into their offices and told me how happy they were with my performance. I decided to ask them some simple questions about the background of my character. If we're around here assuming that the black characters in the show are criminals on drugs and deadbeat parents, then that would probably be stereotypical, wouldn't it? I left the office. I shot the episode I had come in to shoot on that day. Probably the best one I did out of the 3 because I got what was bothering me off my chest. I was let go from that job on the next day. A phone call from my agent. They decided to go another way.
And I've basically been holding this secret my whole career. When I came back, I got a beneficiary letter, and it said Denzel Washington paid for you. You know, and I was like, what?
Early on in my career, I auditioned for a part in a Broadway musical. So I start, you know, I'm going to sing. Once again, coming away with me. I didn't get the job. But here's the thing. I didn't quit. I didn't fall back. I walked out of there to prepare for the next audition, and the next audition, and the next audition. I prayed, and I prayed. But I continued to fail, and fail. But it didn't matter, because you know what? There's an old saying, you hang around the barbershop long enough, sooner or later you're going to get a haircut. So you will catch a break.
What'd you say to him?
He was like, well, I haven't met you yet. And I said, yeah, I got to tell you something. You know, you pay for me to go to school. He said, oh, so that's why I'm here. You owe me money.
Black Panther, I shed a tear. And the 40 years I've been in this game came back to me. I said, man, look at these young boys, man. And I actually just started, I was like, whew. You know, Sydney to now. But it was like, man, I felt like the third leg of the relay race. Like, here, go.
Yeah.
Now, I ran behind them. I'm still running. But I was like, man, they gone. You never know who you touch and where they might end up. I had no idea that, you know, it would work out this way. And look where Chad is now. And I'm glad to be in a very small way a part of it.
Imagine receiving a letter that your tuition for that summer was paid for and that your benefactor was none other than the dopest actor on the planet. There is no Black Panther without Denzel Washington. And not just because of me, but my whole cast, that generation, stands on your shoulders. The daily battles won, the 1,000 territories gained, the many sacrifices you made for the culture on film sets through your career, the things you refused to compromise along the way, laid the blueprints for us to follow. And so now, let he who has watered be watered. Let he who has given be given too. It is an honor to now know you, to learn from you, and join in this work with you. May God bless you exceedingly and abundantly more in what's in store than he ever has before.